It's impossible to think of a place, to picture it in the mind, and not to picture its weather. I'll bet you do it too, maybe without realizing. Seattle, Washington. London, England. Los Angeles, California. See what I mean? Get into the out there. The Weather Channel.
Welcome back to a coverage of Winter Storm Orlena. Meteorologist Paul Gilroy live at our nation's capital. You see the rotunda behind me here, and we're still seeing some light freezing drizzle fall. So temperature has been hovering at the freezing mark for the last couple of hours. It was below freezing for a while. In fact, we have not been above freezing since 4 a.m. yesterday. That's also the same time when it actually started snowing here in the district. We picked up between 2 to 4 inches of snow metro-wide, and we can still see some more snow on the backside, but now in that ugly transition phase, we have some warm air aloft, which is melting the snow and giving us some freezing rain. All right, that's what's happening now, but let's take you back to the nice part of the storm, when you had actual snow here. First time we've had an inch of snow or more in almost 2 years. So what do? Well, they do a tradition here in D.C. They organize on social media and they have a snowball fight. This happened out by the old Smithsonian Castle here and right there in the mall. So they were having a good old time with some of the monuments there in the background. And this wasn't the only snowball fight. I also saw a video on social media out in Blacksburg, Virginia Tech. We had some of the cadets and some of the civilians out there were also having a snowball fight. So, yeah, they were having the best they can when you get some snow here on a Sunday. But, yeah, this is the first day of the new month, February here. We still have some snow on the way here. And this storm, Winter Storm Orlena, this is the most snow we've had in a long time here in D.C. The good news is the roads look pretty good. I should say the major roads look pretty good. We had a lot of spinouts and accidents yesterday across the metro area here around the Beltway, up in Maryland, in Virginia as well. But people are heeding the warnings. A lot of schools are either virtual or canceled, so you're not having that kind of load on the roads here as well. Even because of the pandemic, a lot of people can work from home as well, so it also reduced the traffic on the roads. The snow we expect for this afternoon will be on the light, maybe moderate side, but nothing like we had yesterday for a while. But it's still combined with some wind as well. Well, winds right now gusting well over 20 miles per hour. It feels like the teens with that. But I tell you what, this system continues to ramp up and wind up across the Northeast and New England. The nor'easter part is underway right now. I know, Jeff, you're tracking some of the impacts we'll have across the Northeast with this system.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know that we'll see as much freezing rain and drizzle as what you're seeing there. It's mostly a snowstorm right now in the Northeast, but we will start to see some changeover. Again, snow isn't the only thing we have to worry about with Orlena. Look at what it's doing to the surf in Ocean City, New Jersey. You're under a coastal flood advisory right on through tomorrow evening and a wind advisory through 7 p.m. tonight. And let me show you why the wind advisory and also the coastal flood advisory as well. Look at these winds here. And if I had to pick maybe a place, some of the worst weather, and I'm not going to go to where the snow is, but along the boardwalk here in Atlantic City, it's raining there right now, and the wind is gusting almost to 50 miles an hour. Being out on that boardwalk would have to be absolutely miserable. Notice, though, that the winds are almost paralleling the coast. So even though the surf is high now, as this storm in the center is down here, starts to move up to the north and northeast, the winds will start to shift around more to the northwest. That is an offshore flow, and that'll mitigate some of the flooding issues that we're seeing along the immediate coast there right now. As we head a bit farther north, Boston had been fairly calm, maybe not completely calm at Logan, but boy, that's changed in a big way over the last couple of hours. Winds now sustained at 26, gusting to 35 miles an hour. That's as stronger, if not stronger, than what you have down at Nantucket right now, Montauk Point. Again, that is kind of forcing some of the water there of Long Island down toward the western end, which could cause some flooding issues there. And we have a high wind warning. So those winds that I just showed you, gusting upwards of 30, 35 miles an hour out here on the outer island and on the Cape, well, that's going to get stronger. In fact, we could see 50, 60 miles an hour plus in this area and maybe along the eastern Massachusetts coast as well as we head through tonight and on into the day tomorrow. So just another thing to have to be concerned about here, Kelly.
Let's have a look at your Subaru Safe Driving Guide for today. And it's the 95 corridor where we're being impacted by the strong wind, the heavy snow, the heavy rain, depending on where you are, right, along that stretch of roadway. Now, we are expecting the snow to eventually arrive in Maine, but not until tonight and more like impacting your Tuesday. But once you get down toward the Capital District into the Berkshires and certainly down the Hudson River Valley, down towards Westchester, we're seeing some heavy snow as you make your way down toward the city as well. West end of the New York State Thruway all the way down to Cleveland. We're also dealing with some reduced visibility at times and some snow coming down with temperatures in the 20s. So it is sticking out there. Use a lot of caution. All right, stay with us for continuing coverage of Winter Storm Orlena with live reports.